Oh, hi there. Experimenting with that super amateur hour welcome introduction sticky note on the screen. It's Thursday afternoon. I've got my coffee. Got my another World Chess Hall of Fame coffee cup. I'd love to have a Shogi one. Maybe I'll have some and see if Redbubble can make them or something like that. But anyway, I'm here with my coffee. I'm ready for some Shogi. Japan is waking up, so regardless of where we go, we should be able to find some games. And the plan right now is to start out uh, on Lee Shogi. Hopefully we get some matches. The daily rapid arena is running. It's only a couple players. Looked like they were paused or gone when I peeked on it. I'm not going to jump into that until I see more players kind of popping in. But in the meantime, I will set up a game as usual. Actually, no. We've been starting with Shogi Quest, the Shogi Quest mate runs. Let's do that. Let's do that. Um, get Shogi Quest up and running and transition over to there. And let me minimize the browser window. And yeah, okay. So here we are. Boy, so professional. All this, my stickies are lined up in the background, and we'll begin that. Just making note that we're still 2 followers away from that goal I set of 50, which will unlock the Menjo Certificate stream. I'll buy it. I don't know what the process is, so I assume I'll just buy that off. Once that happens, I'll place the order, and then we wait for the magic to happen. The JSA to handwrite and do all these. They make this beautiful 3Q Menjo, and move on from there. Incidentally, I don't think I mentioned it on stream, but having a discussion with someone at the club, the Silicon Valley Shogi Club over the board this past Thursday or Tuesday night. It sounds like, hey, Shogi-pan, great to see you. Great to see you. It sounds like those the Menjo certificates. They start out cheap. They get you when you're a queue. I think it's $35. Not, which is not cheap for a piece of paper plus shipping. I'm quaking at the idea of how expensive the shipping is going to be. But regardless, so $35. Apparently, this is I'm taking their word for it. $35 for all the Q Menjo certificates. Then Shodan jumps up in price. I think he said somewhere in the hundreds. I think like 100 something, or maybe even 200, and then 2 Dan gets a little more, and then 3 Dan, like you're spending hundreds of bucks. So my anticipated path, which is going to be 2Q, 1Q, Shodan, 2 Dan, 3 Dan, 4 Dan. I'm going to be spending some serious dollars on these Menjo certificates. I expect I'll get to 7 or 8 Dan. Nah, just kidding. The goal is always improvement. My little milestone that I would love to see. Well, I'd be happy. A nice milestone I think is 1Q. But I would like to hit Shodan. Obviously, that's the Meijin. Yeah, Meijin in 4 years. Oldest. So I'll be the oldest shogi player to achieve the Meijin title. I will also be the first Westerner to achieve the Meijin title, and yeah. I mean, that's one goal. That's a step in the journey. That's just a step, and then lifetime Meijin. Obviously, you don't want to be Meijin without eventually getting the lifetime Meijin title. Which, what is that? Is that winning 8 times, 5 times? I don't remember. I know that Satomi, what was Satomi when all this happened is lifetime, Queen Meijin, Queen Oi, Queen all those titles, just because she's won so many of them. All right, let's get into Shogi Quest. Best score 21. Still only 3 runs in total in my life. In my life, which is many months. I wouldn't say a year. I don't think a year, but many months of doing it twice a day. I think, well, on and off. Lately, over the past couple months, it's been regular every morning. So I don't want to I'm not, yeah. So nothing in particular. But anyway, finally hit 20 late last year, earlier this year, and now proceeding up up into the ranks. And all right, let's do it. Study, mate, run. Yes, I do want to start. Oh gosh, I'm already tough. This one, where are we here? Okay, that one took a long time. This one happened in a local game. I think that's Swallow's Mate. I should look that up. Okay, 1, 2. That's blocked off. Yeah. I'm. These are. I don't want to say these are hard, but these are like making me think enough. They're not the obvious patterns. That like the past 2 have been. Boom. Boom. Okay, we got silver and gold and oh boy, did I mess this one up? No, I didn't. Let's get this. Yeah, it's funny how this you see these little ghosts. Is there anything? What's blocking that? What's got? Yeah. Okay. Gotta look for those escape paths. And we are. Oops. Let's do this. Coming in. 25 seconds. Where is the king? There he is. Whew. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. This took a long time. Oh, and I missed the click. This one with the mouse and keyboard. That's too many moves. Too many moves required to for me to. Oh boy, what did I just do? Oh, that is it. Yeah, these are taking too much time. Yeah, if I'm going to have to make 3 or 4 moves in a single problem, that's the they become more and more intuitive to you in the future, to the point where you just go, oh, this looks right, and play. Where is the king? Where is the king is the game in Shogi Quest Mate Run for me. You summit some of these where it's like, all right, where is the king even on this board? I think I would love to hook up one of those eye scanners, and I'd be seeing where I'm looking, but obviously you're gonna expect the king to be somewhere in the upper territory. Hey, chirp chirp, night sparrow, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Yeah, the king. It's like I think. I'm not going to call it my intuition. I'm guessing it's everyone's. But you look in the opponent's territory, where the king would normally be, and then I think the way my eye flow works is I'll look for the king, up in their territory, as I said. And then, just based on experience with these problems, I'll look at the bottom. I'll look in my territory, because it's like, okay, if it's not a regular problem, it's going to be one of these cheapies where they're at the bottom, and you got to find the one move that those. Like I said in the past, I wish I could just skip those, because yeah, sure, they can happen, and they have happened in my experience, but in a mate run especially, the problem shouldn't be finding the king. The problem should be mating the king. So anyway, 16, not great. all told, considering that I had that one really slow one and the one that required a lot of mechanical, play, click, the movement of take the piece off the piece stand, put it on the board, take the piece off the piece stand, move it off the board, take the piece, like that. Like those are slow, but not going to hyper analyze the first mate run of the day. I wish there was a button, or did I miss it, that just said, play the next one. Okay, here we go. That's a sneaky one. It's a sneaky one for the first. Okay. Where is it? There it is. And got this. And we've got that. Oh boy. This is that same pattern that we had the other day. We just have to walk it. Gold. Okay. Gold. We got a bishop, and yes, I need a rook, and there it is. And I don't have a gold in hand, but I have this. Oh gosh. Now I'm afraid. Where is what's protecting that bishop? Oh. Okay. Duh. And there it is. I'm gonna look it up after. I think that's called Swallow's Mate in chess. Get this. We've got a pawn. Let's get silver down. Yes. What do I have? Nothing. Gold. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. A little awkward. Only at 11 now. Got this. Got style on him. I don't know if that's required. Oh no, yeah, it was not required. Get this and pawn. I've got a pawn and I've got this. Okay, and there we've got a bishop and king and gold drop, and we've got a knight. Oh, and there's the rook. Okay, 15. So 16 and 15. Not great. Not great. It's yeah, definitely not great. Definitely not great. Let's see. Now it's stressful. It's fun in a slightly stressful way. I'm here on my phone. I want to see if this is Swallow's Mate. Swallow's Mate chess. So Swallow's tail mate works by attacking the enemy king with a queen, a dragon in this case, that is protected by a rook or other piece. The enemy king's own pieces block its means of escape. Yes, so I think that is. Let me actually look at. There's a Lee chess. That looks like it. That looks like it. All right, so I'm glad I was using the right term. Although it Swallow's tail mate. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of Shogi Quest. Get back into Lee Shogi. Transition back to Lee Shogi, and ready to go. Still 2 players in that daily rev. Actually, let me reload. Maybe that needs a reload. Oh, nobody in there. Okay. Let's set up a game. Create a game. And if this we don't get any takers here, this seems. Oh, want to play a game? If you want to play. Why did this? I don't know. I don't know if that's a rhetorical question about the mobile game names. I think right now the highest amount of brain power and scientific, research and understanding is in the world is going into the monetization of these games, and the proper titles and just the right icon and just cracking that brain code. So, I'm sure there has been, a gazillion dollars spent, studying why those games are something of something saga or whatever. Yeah. Fuamako, welcome. Hello, how are you? Sorry for not seeing you earlier. Somehow, even your name is in red on my screen. I think it's red everywhere, right? Like when you set a color, everyone sees that same color. But anyway, yeah. Somehow I missed that earlier. But Shogi puzzles with the time limit sound horrific to me. Prefer thinking here for 5 minutes on one. Yeah. We had a long discussion about this yesterday. I think there's room for both. My feeling is that there's room for both. I have the books where I take forever on some of these. And then there's also it may have been Shogi Pan. I think you were saying that advising the 30-second Shogi Quest ones. A person I talked to over the weekend about it in person was also doing the same thing. He's got like 18 or 20,000 or whatever, some huge number of puzzles on Shogi Quest. So it's that balance of like taking time and fully exhausting, understanding the pattern and learning the patterns, but it's also an exercise in improving your brain's speed at doing it. And yeah, it is more stressful. It absolutely is more stressful, but like I think there's a place for it. I see Night Sparrow's request here, and I will join it. Well, yeah, big mobile game companies should get massive fortunes on marketing. Okay, 10:30, perfect. All right, onegai shimasu. I will do my best here. Let me click that GL button. I'll say U2 because I've never seen that. I've never noticed that third or fourth button that says U2. Oh, it's gone. All right, here we go. I think I don't know what style. Okay. So this is and I'm already in the tank because the thing on third files that I usually go now into opposing, but that's done with this and then expanding and then taking there. But with the quick push, I don't think I have time to defend this pawn. Let me think. So I move. So let's clear these arrows. Push or 3-2. So silver up to 3-2. Pawn 7-4. Take. He can't take. He can't take yet. He can't take yet because the rook isn't there yet. Okay. Yeah. There we go. So I'm protecting that and opening my, preparing to oppose to swing into opposing rook. I started doing this. I started doing this on a Sunday over the board against the other East Bay Shogi player who's a third file rook player. He was exclusively he mixes it up now, but it was the morning that the video of the game 7, I think it was, of the Satomi Nishiyama. One second here. I don't think I need to respond to this. And I think my line does not respond to this, but I'm going to. Satomi was Gote again against Nishiyama, and in that final decisive game, and she basically Nishiyama went third file, and Satomi, rather than playing central, she opposed. Let's do this. Although this does open the pawn for, so if the rook decides to swing over and take, they have that option. The engine does not like that. The engine if I'm remembering my lines correctly, the engine does not like that at all. And by does not like that at all. Excuse me, coffee went in. I mean, it's like 200 points. It's nothing. It's nothing major. So I think the drop here I've seen, which is fine. I think is fine. And I'll respond to it over here. So yeah, I mean, I have to do something about it because my rook's under attack. Yeah, I won't talk about some of the plans like eyeing this. I won't. Usually, if the rook is here and I'll have a silver up here, that'll be fine. I'm going to leave my silver there, and I'm going to bring my bishop up, and if the bishop is taken again, then I get this. Okay, so I think I like that. So that's I don't mind it. I don't mind it. There's the drop possible here, but I don't mind it. I think that's fine. I think, famous last words, I think it's totally fine. These lines do get a little sharp, or maybe I should have taken with the pawn. I don't remember. I will absolutely have to review that. Let's get this. Absolutely cannot. I've made this mistake, sir. Absolutely cannot do this because then the drop comes. So I'm going to do this and prepare to make my Chosokogin. Keeping an eye on drop points, keeping an eye on all the drop points, protecting this. So now that if the bishop drop does come, I'm all right. But this coming in, it does get a little scary. It definitely gets a little scary. I think, however, now there is, this is still available to me. So this bishop drop is still, as far as I know, still available to me. Defends with the king. I've seen, if I'm not confusing things, I've seen that before as a defense. I think I've seen people bring this up or even bring the silver or just start making their castle with the gold, which does defend this, and then they'll be able to defend this with the silver. So there's that. And so right now I'm going to bring up my king. I think start getting a little safer over here. And we were both at 7-12 in terms of time. I'm surprised because I really overthought on that second move. Yeah. Oh, Fua, you said you're just too new for time limited games or the time limited problems. Yeah. I agree. Not that I agree. I agree that it's a stepping point there. Okay, yeah. So that one I didn't consider. This is though okay. This is this is actually fine because I prefer not to take with the pawn. I prefer to bring this silver up. I think although maybe that would have been the silver coming from 4-1 that would go up there, but. So let's see if I bring this gold up, then I bring this gold up. So I do at some point want to defend this. I don't want to bring this up because then it gives this square. So I don't know if it's time to bring here. Take. But then this is still undefended. Let's do that. It feels like a very slow move, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. Oh yeah, I didn't consider that boy. So this game is going to be over. This game's going to be over quickly. It wasn't even in my visibility that this knight was already in play because the third file rook players that I played don't do this sort of, they don't do this super fast rush. So that's a big loss. Let's see if there's any way I can preserve something here with my bishop drop. Let's see. Is there any way? What if I? No, so I can't pawn drop because the intermediate move comes with check. The Yeah, that's going to be good. But I will get a. I mean, he'll get a silver, but I'll get a knight. Now, which one do I want to? Which do I want to give up? Do I want to make it with the gold? Do I want to bring my gold up and then take with the knight? No, because then the pawn drop comes quickly. Take. Okay, well let's do this. I don't want to use up all my time. I definitely walked into that one. That's that case where I need the better board visibility, and I can't rely on these. I can't just rely, like we talked about intuition yesterday, and that was just total intuition based on the hundred, the tons of third. So this has happened before. I have so much experience against third file rook that or a particular third file rook that I go on autopilot because I know that I know it so well and it's so familiar that I don't run that like I can just sort of go through my moves, but like when someone goes out of when someone plays third file in a different style than the person the two people I have in mind over the board that play third file, then like I start still using that intuition and that pattern from those guys and just sort of walk into this. A relatively new player at the club beat me in this almost same exact way, where although I went to central rook, I stayed with my central rook, and they had moved the knight here, but like I completely misevaluated, like I completely underestimated. I thought, the knight's coming out early. That's a mistake. And I totally underestimated the speed and sort of the ferocity of the attack. And I ended up losing that game. That was one of those games that I like I talked about yesterday, where I said, sometimes I lose sleep over a game or something like that. Not often, but it does happen, and I did it for that case. So I was, even though in my mind I was like in that game. So he's going to have a silver. In that game, the other player had made a pretty bad mistake, either on defense or offense. I don't remember. And I was like, I took advantage of it. So we did a take back. So, back onto that subject of take backs, where so that game was a loss with a take back. And I tried in my mind to use that as an asterisk to not get bothered by it. I was like, I can make an argument in my mind that I won. But really, in the end of the game, there was a resignation, and it was me making the resignation. Whether or not I gave a take back is sort of whatever. I couldn't let it go a bit. So that one hurt. That one actually hurt for a week. I'd say a week until this is interesting. That one hurt for a week until until we played again, essentially. So let's see. if I drop this pawn, he drops a silver. He drops a silver. Take, or take. Yeah, take. How can I get it? How can I get a nice little trap in here? Is there any? I mean, there's also so but rather than blocking the king, there's also dropping the pawn here. That's a possibility. I think it might be a little too slow because then it gives him the lance, and then he's got even more stuff to drop. But I kind of do want that. But he's going to get that lance. So push. Let's see. So clear this. There. Drops back. Take. Drops back, and then what do? I drop my silver, take my silver. I don't mind that. Okay, yeah. Let's try. I mean, these are desperate straights at this point. These are really desperate straights. That attack comes hard, and that's really fast. He's got an extra silver. I've got my I've got my knight, and anytime, to a lesser extent than chess, but like if you've got a knight, you've got some tricks. And I sort of like cutting this off. So if he does drop, if he does drop a silver here, then I take with a knight, take, and then I'm threatening the bishop. He can take the pawn, but I think I get the bishop. There's also an idea at some point possibly of getting my king out here, exposing the defense, the defensive capability of both the gold and the rook. Just thinking through ideas, this is tough. This is a tough spot. I'm not sure what his best move is here. I'm guessing 7-8. I'm guessing rook 7-8 is the best. Guessing. I might have some tricks there. Not sure. Really not sure. But yeah, like I said, this is dire straits. I feel like Night Sparrow has seen this position, or that attack before. That seems like I was so excited about my central rook attack yesterday in that one Shogi Wars game. I wonder if it's like this is what a third file player lives for, is this attack. So yeah, well, if I can bring some happiness to the world, I guess that's all right. Oh boy, what can I do here? So I don't want to just go full hyper, especially just to get a lance, but this will be rough. I think he's got a silver. So let's just say let's just say, I can't drop the bishop here. I cannot do that because a silver drop will win it. 60 seconds. I mean, I'm in a bad spot, so I think I should be thinking defensively. So I'm thinking right now of just kind of clogging the area with a knight. Also thinking of forcing. So if I bring, let's clear these arrows. If I bring this gold here, you know, it defends this pawn. It forces the hand of the bishop, I think, to do this. But what if I come up? What if I come up here? Drop. Take. That's still fully defense. So that would be good for me. Let's do that. Let's do this and start preparing a king shift. Let's do that. So now I retain some of my offensive pieces. I retain some offense. Fun game, you know. Even if I'm getting beaten, you know, pretty badly here, there's some fun decisions anyway. You know, whether or not these decisions are real and I'm just kind of hallucinating at the possibilities. It's fun to think about. Yeah. Okay. So now. Not. Let's do this. I don't love that. Yeah, I think that's I think it's a little heavy-handed. But you know, time definitely it sort of limited there my thinking. But it's a little heavy-handed. Oh, look at that. I like that. I really like that move. But let's do this. Okay. So what's the plan? What's the plan? Just convert the material. So I take. I mean, I think at this point, I don't think there's really any option here. Okay. So let's do that. You know, I think, you know, this might be coming. The drop might be coming. Yep. So there's that. Now, you know, there's the potential for a silver here. I think that's probably going to be a good one. There's always that. But then I maybe start running my king up. I mean, I'm on the side of the board here, maybe getting into that little, king run party mode. Yeah, yeah. Um, there's so there's the option here to run, then another knight or another silver drop here, and I start getting just stuck. Let's run. Let's run. So now, I think I think he's got it with this piece is helping. This piece is helping. So he has now a bishop, a silver, and a pawn. Let's get this up. Let's get this up. Let's defend a little bit. I'm not sure if there is anything here. I think I'm in a tough spot. But this piece I can really not be checked now over here, because now I can just take. Now I can just take, because the gold is blocking. Defending that square. And now I've got a little bit of defense, I think. Now I might have a little bit of defense. Maybe. I mean, that's probably really wishful thinking. But there's nothing completely obvious here that's going to beat me. Okay, I've got 15 seconds. I don't want to give up a lance. If I run, which way am I going to run here? Let's force him to decide. Let's go here and force him to pick a side. If he drops the gold, then I run, and a silver cannot yet block it. Cannot capture. Though I do give up this I do give up the knight, I guess. Okay. Let's see. Did he give me a chance? Did he give me a chance? So I've got the gold. The gold is dangerous. The gold is absolutely dangerous. I don't like this. I don't like this, but I'm going to live with it. Let's defend the knight. Defend this, these two squares. He's got one heck of a lot of pieces. I don't have many choices, because a gold will be made here. So but let's think a little bit. Okay, well, the time is ticking down. Let's see. I think it's sort of with Shogi, but in 30 seconds it's very easy to mess up this attack. Very easy to place the piece in the wrong spot. I have absolutely done it. Okay, so now I think that's wise. I do think that's wise. Going for getting a knight. Getting a knight, I think, is a wise choice. And I basically, I think I have to do it. So that gives there. Now let's So where am I going next? In this mad rush, I'm going to look to defend this. Okay. So he didn't take. But yeah, that's a great move. That's a great move. I think. Let's. I'm going to try to defend. I've got to block the check. But there's let's see. What's he's got a silver. So I can't. So the let's see. Throw a little defensive / offensive trap out there. I don't even know if it's a true trap, because even if it all came to fruition, it might not account for much. But it's something to keep in mind. It's something I think the attacker has to keep in mind. Nice, very nice. That is threatening mate here. No, it isn't. Let's see. Let's get a check. Now, do I have anything? Any other? Okay. I don't love that. I absolutely do not love that. And he's got a pawn. Okay. Well, the pawn would not be too bad. Yeah. Now it's getting really complicated for me to track all the squares that I'm. So this is this. This is defended pretty darn well. Does not have a knight. Okay. Look at that. So now I'm trying to think. I mean, this feels like this could be a mistake to me. My read right now is that might be, when you feel you've had this one game for a long time and you've got to take it. But maybe I'm just missing. Maybe I'm just missing the drop, because this is protected. This is still protected. And I'm so what is that? That is going to remove. It's going to remove that will remove the defender, and but I could run. I absolutely could run. But let's defend that piece. I think this is coming, possibly. Like if I get what's the meaning there? So take, gold, run. I think I want that knight. This knight, this promoted knight is still is safe. There's nothing, it's not like this lance is protecting that anymore. Interesting. Where's my trick? Alarm bells are sort of going off. Where's my trick? Oh, I don't think that's actually what I wanted. I think I would have preferred this. Yeah, let's do that. So that I think was a mistake on my part. I still have this. I still have this pressure here. Not that it's pressure per se, but it's lined up. It's a rook lined up with a king. It's I have pieces. I have a silver. I have a bishop. What's that? So what's this now? What can I do here? I mean, I don't really have much option here, so I've got to drop something. Now, is there a mating plan here? Yeah, if rook takes, I have to take with the king. Okay, interesting. Okay, so taking the taking that knight, but there might be something. I don't have time. I don't have time to think about it. So I'm going to try to at least. I'm reading these forks, and I'm not seeing it, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Fork. So this defend, check. Now I can take. Now I can take that. Now I can take, because now this is still defended. So now this is not, the whole point was that taking the knight would give up the rook. I think by taking, by applying the defense, okay, that's good. That's good. And now I'm guessing that's over. So yeah, obviously I can't run. I can't take. Can't run here. Can't run here. I mean, I have to run here, but he's going to drop, and I have no. I'll move and then give the satisfaction of the mate. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Off. Oh, you're off the stream. Don't worry about snap. I thought you were there. Good game. That very fun, very fun. It felt as I said. Hopefully you're back now. As I said during the game, it felt like maybe that this is I had that discussion yesterday of the central rook, the central rook attack. Like that's my dream attack. The central rook. I feel like you must have been in your zone here with that third file rook, where that's the dream attack of the third file. Yeah, it was intense. It was awfully fun. Like I was saying, you said you went off stream, but so what I was saying is that first that I was obviously I was down, and I was hurting pretty bad, but but there were things to think about. Like there were, there were definitely things to think about, and I was trying to give you things to think about. And Shogi's a tough game to win, and I felt like, especially near the end, one or two small missteps on your part could have really, given it back. That was fun. You missed out on the thing I was saying, that this is the second time I guess in my shogi career that sort of very fast third file attack has crushed me. There was once over the board. So as backstory, there's someone there, the person I play every week. He was almost exclusively almost exclusively a third file rook player. So I have all sorts of lines. I have an entire approach and like mental model for how to play against third file rook. And there's a player at the other club on Tuesday nights, another very strong player who, when I go into central rook, he swings over into third file. So I have these two good players that I've played many times. Like I've played against third file more than anything. So I feel more comfortable against third file than I really feel on anything. And the thing is, neither of those players do this, move the knight up so quickly. So like in my mind, it's just sort of a blind spot. So when I'm thinking about the position, I'm not even seeing that bishop there. So lo and behold, I ended up playing at the club a relatively new shogi player who was trying third file rook and did the same exact thing where he bum rushed that knight out. And I'm like, I'm thinking, there's nothing there. That's a weakness. That's going to be a weakness for me to attack. And maybe it is. And maybe it is. But I misunderestimated it, and I went on my attack, and all of a sudden that knight came in. The rook was coming in, and it became really rough to the point where I did lose the game. As I said on during the game, there was a take back involved. So in my mind, I could tell myself that I really won the game, but that doesn't help me later. That didn't help me later on at night where I took that loss like mentally, just kind of like there was a lot of mental damage where I was really thinking it over and losing some sleep of like, how bad am I that I'm losing, to people that haven't played much. Even though my brain wouldn't allow the asterisk that, technically I could say that I would have won because there was a massive blunder and I gave him a take back. But regardless, I see. Oh, hi Alexei. You found a mate on move 55. Yeah, I'm guessing there were some maybe some faster mates there for Night Sparrow. I'm going to assume you meant for Night Sparrow, not for Gote here, which was me. But let's swing back to 55. Let's see. So where did I moved 5-3, and then is this or instead of 55? So at the depth, it's possible that this depth right now is not high enough. Go to this study. Let's see if I can get my. Did that load? Oh gosh, that let's get that out of there. Paste. Okay. I do not see you moving the pieces. I'm in the study, but I'm not seeing pieces move. I see the variation with 7-3 horse. Um, oh, I see the piece. I see the piece move. I see it. Okay. Oh. And then he's got the, what does he have? Yeah, has to go there. Oh boy. Okay. Oh yeah, that horse, the horse on 4-1 is really just blocking that entire corner of the board off. Oh, very nice. Oh, very nice. Oh, very nice. And then yeah, and then the gold on the head. Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to just sort of walk through and thread the needle and not allow the gold, the gold on the head or anything like that. The knight that came, similar position was just brutal. Yeah, and there's the yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's yeah. Very nice. Oh, that's nice. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, night that's more the you say it's more aggressive than what I can do. It's a real mind game. And maybe it's just once you are strong enough, once you're strong enough tactically to just sort of have confidence, I guess you can overcome. But like for me, so when I'm in a position, when I'm in your position in this game and I'm attacking and I'm like, let's say I even see that where it's like, I think I can do this, but it requires me to give up a gold. So it requires me to give up a gold to take that pawn on 8-3, and the time is ticking, and I'm thinking, I think it's there. I can't read it out. I can't read it all out. I think it's there, but boy, I don't want to lose this one. I don't want to lose this one game. This game that I've earned, this game that I've won. This is my game. I don't want to lose it by throwing away a gold. And then sure enough, if I don't do it sometimes, play it a little safer or whatever, sometimes it works out, but because this position is sort of overwhelmingly to your favor. But like it's those mind games. It's those I sound like a broken record saying, shogi is very hard to win. It's very hard to win a game of shogi. And it'd be interesting to see. Like I'm almost certain I have. Let me get this thing out of here. I'm almost certain I've got this in my opening sort of repertoire of what to do in that situation with the early night rush. Just because, like I said, that first game that I lost over the board to the night rush was really kind of traumatic. It's yeah, it's interesting. It's yeah. You thought you'd trade pawns and then let you give you the central. Yeah, I'm yeah. I don't know. I think there's a line. I think there's an approach that I can take pretty safely without giving that. I think there is, but maybe there's not. I'll have to review. I'm definitely going to be like playing around, taking this to the lab, probably tomorrow morning with my coffee. I'm just going to be like, that's usually, I think I've mentioned before, I'll go in the morning, I'll wake up, take care of the cat, feed the cat, take care of the litter, make my coffee. and then I'll go over I'll review some of my games. I'll go review some of my games, both through the game, but also just sort of from an opening perspective, where did I diverge from my lines? I've got the lines that I've built up where I try to keep them in, and yeah. Well, you guess late Demon Killer won't work on you in the future anymore. Well, I don't with my memory, do not think that that's the case, because like I said, I've been traumatized by that third file early night push or night rush. And that said, in those days I was playing, I played Central Rook against third file. This is my Satomi inspired anti third file Rook, opposing Rook that I've been using against my regular opponent who doesn't do the rush. This is just Ishida, not Demon Killer. So yeah. Oh yeah. I'm surprised. Yeah, I mean, I think of that too. That double pawn push. I think of that as Ishida, myself. I don't know if I'm wrong, but that's what I think of as Ishida. But most of my experience is playing Central Rook against this. But lately, like I said, I've transitioned to the opposing Rook, and it's been working out. But I haven't fully solidified those lines, so maybe I actually don't have this early night rush in those. So it'll be something that'll be worth thinking about for me. What is Demon Killer? What is Demon Killer? I had thought Demon Killer was like just a mad silver push up. I always thought it was. Oh, so so Demon Killer. Demon Killer is okay. You swoop the knight. Right? Okay. But against Ishida. I mean against Ibisha. Or just in general, I guess. Yeah. Okay. It's that kind of where the knight jumps up early. Okay. Yeah. My limited experience playing against that early knight jump is not very positive. I have been wrecked. I've been wrecked a couple times now, and I just underestimate it. I feel like I think I just underestimate it, and I think it's a weakness. Like I think that knight is going to be a weakness. There's nowhere for it to go. And actually, I say I've had bad luck against it. I'm misremembering all the times on Shogi Wars where I've completely destroyed it. So like I don't want to be like it's always hitting me, because there are plenty of times when the opponent starts rushing that knight, and it's easily parried. But in this case. And in both, in this case and in that third file case against over the board that I had talked about, it just totally caught me. It totally caught me. Yeah. So Hidechi has a video. Hidechi has a video of how to do Demon Killer or how to go against Demon Killer. So Demon Slayer. So what in this? Who is the demon? Who is the demon, and how is it being slayed? In this. So okay. So the person who's pushing, the person who's rushing the knight is the demon slayer. and the other person is the demon. But what did I do? I'm just trying to play a fun game of shogi. Why am I a demon? What's the deal? I'm just hanging out, sipping my coffee. What what did I do? Goodness. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the demon shogi dad. If I had any artistic skill, I'd make a YouTube thumbnail of this, with my eyes, with the the red demon eyes, and getting slayed. Oh man, maybe if it succeeds, it's strong enough to kill a demon. Okay, it's. I tell you. Now that I have been slain twice by this approach, it feels like strong enough to kill a demon, because that first time, that first game that it hit me on, again, that was an over the board game with no clock, so I had to sit there and stew in my own bile, what do I do, what's happening to me, what do I do, how did this happen to me, and just I have unlimited time to think of a response, and there is no real good response, like I say, he ended up making a mistake, but I gave him a take back, and then he crushed me. But the only hope in that case, just like this game, I think my only hope was to try to make it tricky. And I could barely even take solace in the fact that a knight trade, I gave a silver and he gave a knight. I can't even take solace in that, because you got a silver, but really what you got was all that pressure and the bishop drop, and just keep going. So it's I can barely even take solace in the fact that we're relatively even materially at that time. But fun times, real fun game. Thank you, and thank you for that review there. Thank you, I appreciate that, Alexei. I don't know how to pronounce it. Really cool. And those mates are awesome. Those mates are so good. And some people, obviously like you make it look so easy. You just make it look so easy and effortless that I think sometimes that makes it even harder, because when I'm in when I'm in the game and I'm desperately trying to mate. It's like I'm pulling teeth out there, and it's similar in that 220 move 2 hour Shogi Wars game, where it was just pulling teeth trying to make something happen, and I'm in the back of my mind, there's the demon on my shoulder saying if you were better, you would see this. If you were better, you would see this. If you were, better players would be seeing that. Better players would have mated 10 moves ago. And I'm it's adding to that pressure. It's fun. It's fun. Alexi. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Yeah, I in college, so this is going back a long time. I had taken 3 years. I used to be able to speak and read more, but speak a little bit of Russian, and so I had some Russian people, and the I never know how someone is going to pronounce. And obviously I don't know if that's Russian or something else. But anyway, yeah. I'm always worried that I'm going mispronouncing, and like my last name is mispronounced all the time because nobody knows Hungarian last names, so they assume this particular last name is like a Spanish last name. But anyway, now I'm totally going off course. That was cool. That was a really fun game. I'm gonna click. I'm gonna click on mine here. I'm going to, if it hasn't already been. I'm going to request the analysis just to have that ready later. Very cool. There's a daily hyper rapid arena. Let's see what's going on there. Everyone is paused. Only 29 minutes left. Yeah, and no one's sitting in the lobby. Okay, well that one's over. That one's over. Is this is not one of you, is this? Is this the person that I gave the take back to, or is this? I don't remember. Okay, so there's this. Let's let's. I'm going to create another game. I don't want to jump to Shogi Wars yet. I'm still that stream. So the two streams yesterday. Those were so fun. The games were so fun, but I played so few games. So like since that, I've been thinking, man, I want to go back to Shogi Wars and play some more of those. But like I'm going to avoid that temptation. I'm going to try to play slower, more thoughtful games, and leave the tomorrow. I'll probably do tomorrow. I'll probably do the 10-second again. A bunch of 10-second games, and see how that goes. Definitely want to experiment with different times of the day, and so like I've been thinking a lot about that on Monday where I do the marathon. Although this Monday I won't be able to do the marathon during the day. I've got some weird stuff happening over the next 2 weeks. Jury duty is coming up, and something else is happening. So I'm thinking next week and the week after at least, it's going to be like late to very late night California time streams. I do play chess, but I'm not good. I play chess. I play chess, but I'm not good. I've started sort of trying to. I started trying to get better in chess around the same time I started to try to get good at shogi, which is around a year and a half, 2 years ago. So I'm not one of those chess players that jumps into shogi and is just good because they're a chess player. I love both games and I'm playing both. And oh yeah, thank you so much, Night Sparrow. Thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it. That game was a blast. Thank you. I mean, obviously, I wish I could have won, but that was so fun. Thank you. Lajos Portish was a very strong player, a strong chess and shogi player. Polgar sisters. Yeah, I definitely know the Polgar sisters. That's a fast. Their whole story is fascinating. The Laszlo, just his ideas for. Was he a psychologist or psychiatrist or I don't remember his training. Yeah, Ornath, good to see you. I remember seeing Peter Heine Nielsen playing. Yeah, Peter Heine Nielsen, I believe on 81 Dojo. I believe he's for Dan now. He obviously, for anyone who doesn't know, he's the coach of the world champion, or former world champion, current greatest player, best player in the world, Magnus Carlsen, and he was the coach of the previous world champion, back from 2013, those days, Vishy Anand. So, I mean, I don't know how you. Arguably the greatest chess coach that has ever lived, but I don't know how you make that argument. I don't know what the criteria are, but anyway, great chess coach, a grandmaster in his own right from Denmark, if I'm not mistaken. He has found shogi and he likes shogi a lot, and he's got a chess podcast. But just last year, I think it was, he was playing in WSL. He might still be playing in WSL. And he played another chess grandmaster, Matthew Sadler from England. And they had a game on 81 Dojo. I think Shogi Harbor live commentated it. Maybe it was delayed. I don't exactly remember because I didn't watch it live. But yeah, he and Matthew Sadler, I believe at the time they were both 3 Dan. I believe. apologies to anyone if I'm wrong on that. And so Matthew is great, and then so they played, and Peter Heine Nielsen, I think since then has gotten to be 4-dan. I'm not sure, but really cool, and it's amazing to me. It's just amazing to me how good a chess player comes in, and I'm sounding like a broken record where this Tuesday when I played over the board against that person who's played chess and learned how the pieces in shogi move 15 years ago, but hasn't played again much at all, and then he came to the club and gave me a run for my money. Alexa, you say, do you want to play against a Kodan Shah? What is? I'm not familiar with that term. I'm not great with the terms. I do know a bunch of terms, I guess, but that one's not familiar to me. But yeah, it's a player who's 4-dan and higher. I play not every week, but he's there every week, and we often play. There's a teenager at the club, at our Tuesday night club in Cupertino that is 5-dan. So he's a 5-dan player, and he obviously he beats me, but he destroys me. It's fascinating. So those games are great. They're not even humiliating. They're just it's an honor. It's an honor to be able to play someone that good. I'm always worried when I'm playing someone like that I'm wasting their time. And so I'm trying to be on my best behavior, trying not to drop a piece or time out or do anything like that. But inevitably I do. The last time I played him was a week and a half ago. So not this past Tuesday, but two Tuesdays ago, I played him, and I had built up Silver Crown or Silver Horns. I don't remember what it is, but I had my opening, and I'm on my best behavior, trying to stick in there, trying to slowly just keep it interesting, and I'm seeing what he's going for, and then I just the pressure of playing this player took over, and I hung my bishop, and I just felt terrible. I felt so bad and so embarrassed that I can't even just keep my pieces from hanging. Yeah, it's if I just realized if I don't know you, but if you would like to play, if that's you, I will gladly play. I will gladly play. I don't want you, or I don't want you to feel obligated, or I don't I would definitely appreciate it, but I don't want I don't want to bore you or bore it's I'm maybe to a fault just trying not to bore the stronger player, because it's just I'm so weak that it might not be fun at all. You can ask anything. You mentioned that you didn't think the handicaps were games were shogi. It's not that I don't think they're shogi. It's hard to phrase it. My mind doesn't treat it. I don't enjoy them. Because there's something. It doesn't feel like shogi to me. It's the same as if I was going to play Chu Shogi or Mini Shogi. Those games are what they are, but they're not the game. So I don't feel the weird competitiveness in me. The weird competitiveness in me it's like it has to sort of be to be totally like it can be enjoyable, but like to take it seriously or to really enjoy it or to really take it seriously, it kind of has to be on equal footing. So if I'm the one giving the handicap or if I'm the one taking the handicap, none of them feel satisfying to me. Like, just at the end of the game, I'm not satisfied. I don't feel like, a couple nights at the club when I just played, when I was giving handicaps to people, like, I'm not a good teacher either. So, I'm giving handicaps and trying to teach, but like, I leave those nights, not like my shogi urges are not quenched or whatever. I don't feel satisfied. It's like, I didn't really play shogi. I played handicap. Or if someone gives me a handicap after the game, I don't feel like I have my shogi. I didn't have my shogi kick. Like, I just had a handicap game. And I, for whatever reason, it's my own hang-ups. It's my own weird hang-ups. Like, I don't feel, I almost can't, like, I can't put myself into the hand when I'm being given a handicap. I feel like I can't put myself into it because, like, I don't feel like if and when I win a handicap match, I don't feel good about like I don't feel good about it. I feel like, okay, I won a handicap, but like, it's like, so what? It's so what? Or like, this handicap was so big, I had to make these goofy edge attacks. So what? Kind of thing. It's a hang up with me. It's a me problem. It's a me. I'll read what you say. I just realized you were saying stuff as I'm blabbing away. It's a me problem, I think. But would you feel the same way if you didn't win? No. So if I play, so when I play like this 5-dan, for example, over the board, or at the San Francisco Shogi Club, if I play, there's a 3-dan there and a 2-dan, or even the games I play against my, the playing partner from the other club, where I'd say he's a showdown level player, but he's far better than me, and he wins almost all the time. But I don't want to say I love losing, but like, I love those games. I lose and I try to take something away from it. I try to take something away from it. The ones against the 5-dan, I enjoy the game. I enjoy the game despite the pressure. I feel I learn the least out of those games because I don't. Those games, they're almost like magic to me. They're almost like magic where, I'm watching move by move. I'm watching as he makes his moves, move by move, and I'm thinking about my position, but like, it's just magic. I don't know. I like, as a strong player, I don't know if you remember what it was like to be weak, but like, when these attacks come and it wasn't like today where an attack came and it was quick and it was an obvious an attack. It was like just this amazing onslaught of pieces coming at me. And I remember walking back to my car that night just like, I don't know if I learned anything from that game. It was just such utter amazement. And then what if I didn't? What if I thought of it as problem solving? That's my approach. That's my approach in these games. I try to take myself out of it. I say, I look at this position. I say, here's the position. Let's ignore that this is a 5-dan. Let's ignore that. Let's ignore that it's a 5-dan and it's a teenager, with a fresh brain versus my old man brain. And let's ignore all these things that are against me. Let's just what is the Bobby Fischer? There's a saying about just play good moves. I think it's something like that. So it's like I try to just take the board as this out of context thing, just try to make good moves. So that's how I approach it. That's how I approach it. And I try to, at the same time, after they make their moves, what's the meaning of this move? What is the meaning of this move? And so those are the things. Like, probably what's my best move here, and what is the meaning of the other player's move? So that's what I'm thinking about in these games. You say, Sam Dom, you say you had a game on Lee Shogi. I feel I started well, but inevitably get crushed in the end. Yeah, welcome to Shogi. That is it. Well, handicap games are problem solving. Yeah, I intellectually and practically, I agree with you. But like I said, it's a me problem. There's something with my brain. That just doesn't enjoy it. There's something that just doesn't. I don't know what it is. I do not enjoy it, even if I take it as a problem. Like, even as I take it as a problem, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, I wish I could explain better my thought process. Start out with an advantage and you had to convert it. Yeah, because yesterday I was talking about a game where I was playing a person over the board, and he's better than I am. But not like, not dramatically, I mean, it's pretty dramatic, but it's not like against a 5 down or a 3 down or whatever. Better player. He made a mistake. Just an oversight. In 100 games we play, obviously someone's gonna, he's gonna make a blunder at some point. He hung his bishop. So I had, from early game on, I had a bishop advantage. So it was like playing a handicap game for him. And I still lost that game. So clearly there is room for improvement in my play against with a handicap. Even when I feel like it's a fair battle, though. It's a mental weakness. It's a mental competitive weakness of mine that, like, in that game, and there was another game I played in San Francisco Shogi Club, where I got an early bishop advantage, almost same exact sort of position. It's one of those positions where I do all the time, where the move starts, the play starts, the bishop diagonal's open, and I just don't think. Move the silver, push the silver up the board, and all of a sudden that leaves the bishop exposed. So that's, the other player did that, and I lost that game too. But like, the reason, like in that first game in San Francisco, like, the other person was kind of like, he was really bummed out about it. He's like, oh, I should just resign. Oh, so every move he was making, he's kind of like sighing as he's moving. And I'm playing, and I'm feeling like, that's when I need to attack. That's when I need to just like hammer it home, hammer the victory home, and move on to the next game. But I'm feeling bad for my opponent, so I'm feeling bad, and it's like, I'm just slowly giving back my advantage. It's like, I'm slowly giving back my advantage, and maybe if I would have played a lot more handicap games, I wouldn't have lost that game, So it's like, it's so weird, but like, I don't know. My brain is what it is. I'm trying to mold it into this competitive shogi player, but like, it's failing. I don't know. I don't know if you can teach an old dog new tricks. I'm trying, but we'll see. Ornolf. I think, and please correct me if I'm mispronouncing that name, Ornolf. I think that what I found the most difficult, between watching high-level games and my games is that in high-level games, it looks like both sides are attacking, while mine are, one side gets crushed. Yeah, I've talked about this on stream, because I watch, I observe a lot of high-level games on Shogi Club 24 and 81 Dojo, and I think we were talking about this in the context of counting the speed of the attack, but like, in these games, they are building these mutual attacks against each other, and they're such strong attacks on both sides, and they're so fast. And as an observer, like it's like, it's exciting just because like I'm just sitting back with my popcorn, like I'm trying to think through things, but I have no idea who's ahead, who's going to win. And it's just it's really cool. It's this really crazy aspect of shogi. And when I'm in those games where we're both attacking, it's really tough. It's really tough because I'm thinking about it. So like over the board, especially, I'm thinking, say, let's say I've got a 60-second byoyomi, not a 30-second. Let's say I've got a big time bucket, the 60-second byoyomi. If I'm thinking 30 seconds about attack and 30 seconds from defense, and the opponent is thinking 100% of attack, what is it's I mean, I don't want to call it like game theory, especially at my level when the mate might be obvious, for a better player, but like how much time do I spend on attack? How much time do I spend thinking about defense? Because like in some of these games that I'm losing, where I'm way ahead, I know I'm way ahead, but the opponent is making attacks. They're trying. They're I think I've called it flailing a few times, where they're making some sort of maybe unsound attacks, but they're unsound attacks. With some the arrow is tinged with poison. Some of these attacks, and if in their mind they're lost. So let's say in their mind they acknowledge that they're in a losing position, but they're going to focus all of their attention on attack. But if I'm in that position thinking, okay, I've got a one game, but I need to think about defense. So I'm thinking about defense, I'm thinking about offense, and I think inevitably I make the wrong choice. Like I'll think, okay, here I don't have to defend, I need to attack because this is my game. This is my game. I'm winning. This is my game. But inevitably that's the moment that I should have defended. Or, that's the moment I did try to defend, but since I didn't think about it long enough, I defended in the wrong spot. Shogi is a fascinating game, and I don't know. I don't know. Love it. It's part of what makes it so fun and frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. Like those games that you all have seen me lose on those Shogi Wars games, where I've got a huge advantage and I'm failing to convert either because of time or because of my inability to mate. It's frustrating. It's definitely frustrating. It's fun, but it is frustrating. So Anyway, let's see. Let's check this out. Okay, this 6 minutes left. So this is over. This is definitely over. Mistreaver here, 1030 rated. I don't care rated or not. I mean, I'll jump into this game. I think I've played this player before. Okay, so I've lost. It's a Croatian player who I've played before. I might have even chatted with this player before. The name is sounding awfully familiar. Let's I guess let's do this. Let's do this. Hello, good luck. And I'm Sente. All right, let's go in. And let's see. Hopefully they're still there. Okay, good. I'll go. I don't know what he's playing. I'll go into my usual, which it doesn't matter what he's playing. As Sente, I open up with this. This is we talked about this yesterday, where this always feels premature to me. This always feels premature to me, especially if I'm not playing. I've obviously committed to Central Rook, so this seems. I'm not going to think too much about it. But now I'm not remembering my line. I think I'm just gonna just push here. But I think that early 3-2 gold seems odd against ranging or swinging rook. This is interesting. I don't know. I guess I'll make my castle. I'm not sure what to. Oh, I just realized we should have been playing. I don't know if you're still there, Alexi. Oh, mea culpa. My apologies. Completely. I'm blabbing on here, and my brain is thinking about Shogi and not even realizing that you made that gracious offer to play. So sorry if you're still there. Let's bring this up. But yeah, I just like a fool. I just jumped into this game. This is this slow. I take this. So in my mind, when I'm here, and maybe a better player can chime in. My thinking is that the opponent has just moved all their golds here. I'm thinking this is a slow start, so this is when I go into Anaguma, and if this is wrong, anyone, please chime in. But that's my thinking. That's in the flow chart of when I go into Anaguma. That's the decision. These are not already pushed, and the opponent is spending time with castling or with general development. I think I want to come up here. I think I want to come up here first before finishing that castle. So we have this silver here. I've talked about this sort of decision a zillion times. I'm going to go here. I don't because this pawn is in the way. I don't necessarily have to worry about that quick attempt to trade off and then followed up by the silver, I think. Let's give myself some breathing room. I again, maybe this is false. Let's give myself some breathing room, just so that this silver has somewhere to go. Although if one pushes, we have that. Yeah. And I think this is not necessarily bad. So I'm going to try to play solid-ish, solid moves in the beginning, not do anything too extreme, build my castle, not over push. Let's try to just play a decent game of shogi right here. And then, yeah. Still sitting at that 48 follower count. Ugh. Maybe if we never hit that, maybe if we never hit the 50 followers, I won't have to buy that 3Q Menjo. Although I'm kind of excited for it. Just okay. So this, I think, against static rook, I do like having the gold here protecting, but I feel like I have to move it. I feel like I kind of have to start here and then possibly finishing it off. So this. This threatens this, which I can take by coming out. Let's go. Let's go full bore. Anaguma. Hey, Viridin, good to see you. Hey. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so the pawn push is coming. Where do I want? What do I want to think about now? I've got my Anaguma. I've got this is blocked off. I've got my vanguard pawn with the silver watching these squares. I am going to push. I suspect this is coming. I don't know. I don't know. I suspect that's coming, based on what people seem to do against me. All the time. Whether or not that's right or wrong, I think my approach is to come over here. I think, I these are the types of spots that as a central rook player, I'm still amazingly to me that I'm still uncomfortable about. All right. At some point, I'm going to look to free this square and let my knight move up. So he's going to also have this coming up. In the meantime, do I push? So push. Well, yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. He's got his pieces here, so he's going to go for that. What's his plan? Just to move the silver up, and then do I just push him back? Odd that he went with this. It feels to my 3Q brain. This feels like it weakens his castle. I would have done this. But then again, maybe he expects the pawn drop and then just go back. So let's back up. Just have an eye on my knight. Have an eye on my knight. Where did he move? I heard a move. Oh, okay, he didn't move. I think I ignore that. I think I'm safe to ignore that. Do I start making this edge attack? Do I start... So push. It's 9-5. I hear let me get okay. This other game. I'm going to close that window. I was hearing sounds from the other tab from that study. So pawn 9-5, pawn takes, lance takes. Then he just drops a pawn, or do I drop a? I don't want to overthink. This. I'm based on, I'm gun shy. If I do this, the engine's gonna, when I review this game tomorrow, the engine's gonna be like, no, this was bad. So like that feels, so I'm like my intuition, based on getting beaten down, is that this is a bad move. I don't know. Let's see, if I swing the rook over, push, take, pawn drop. I can keep pushing through. Then I sort of give up this spot. Let's do it. Let's do it for now. I'm getting halfway point there on this 10:30 match. But if this is incoming, there's also this incoming, which would protect. Yeah. So 9-5 pawn takes pawn drop. Okay, let's finish that castle. Now, yeah, these are that middle game just muddle where I can spend / waste a lot of time thinking and just not really have plans. You're trying to come up with plans. Maybe think about doing something like this, but that requires getting my bishop out, getting my maybe Let's do this. Let's do this. Think about getting this knight up here. Although doing the knight would I think be a pretty bad mistake. What about this? No. Yeah, I don't want to move the knight yet because this pawn push is coming. Let's get back. What other ideas do I have? How can I get so this is hanging. How can I get take? I think I don't want to give that. I also don't want to leave. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose this silver here. I think I want the pressure here. Take. So this. Let's do this. No. I don't know if I want to block my rook. What if I swing my rook here? What if I take the fourth file? So rook 4-9 and then start making my way up here? Because there's I mean, it's a castle, but not really. It does expose this, which obviously I don't want to just give that. But I don't know if I want to break my Anaguma yet. Let's move the silver back. Though it gives a chance to start, so the drop, yeah, maybe that was not good. How many pawns do I have? I have one pawn. Do I want to give this up? Do I want? There's this. The pawn drop here. There's obviously that pawn drop sort of trap. I don't want to go crazy. So my thinking is drop this pawn on 5-5. If he takes, If he takes, make my edge attack. Take. And then I've got then I've won the silver. Let's do it. I don't have another idea, and we're getting low on time. He has plenty of time. This is where it's like, this is sometimes where it starts snowballing down, where I slightly start giving up. I don't know what the right move here was. Maybe this was a weakness that I put out there. I mentioned it when I did it, but like maybe this is coming back to bite me. Knowing that I'm going into Anaguma. All right, well, let's do this. And I wasn't even subtle about thinking about that edge attack. So it's like, as if I was on the other side, I'd be like, oh, what's his idea? So it's like I wasn't even subtle, trying to think and pretend like it was something else. So maybe I give up this, and then I give up, this thing here. But I'll have two. I'll have two. What's it called? I'll have two. What am I trying to say? He takes, I drop. He does. If he takes, I take, and that exposes this. Okay, well, now I'll take that. Oh, obviously. Oh, that whole read was wrong. That whole read was wrong. But what can I do here? What's the now I'm a little now, okay, 30 seconds. Ooh, now things are getting a little spicy. Don't know about this. This is time. This is time. Yeah, I think this is a mistake because he's got a better drop, I think. Though my drop's pretty good too, I think. I think my drop is pretty good. Does a silver drop here make sense? I think so, but I don't. I'm not sure. Yeah, interesting spot. I was learning about Mino cast and all the different variations. The castling aspect of Shogi I find much more fascinating. Yeah, it's definitely fascinating. It's definitely fascinating. I agree with that. What am I trying to say here? I guess I back up. Huh. Okay, so how does he convert on this? So take, yeah, I think if he, oh boy, I'm not seeing. So my thinking comes back, take. Oh, it's no longer in the. It's no longer well, that I misread. Yeah, it was one move too slow. Interesting. So what is he at? He has a silver. Do I want to break this castle? So do this. He's got a silver drop. Yeah, and I'm sort of breaking apart. So let's see. Let's see. I think I've got to take that, because otherwise it's hanging. Okay. So now this. See, he takes with the gold. Now, which do I do first? Take, then he takes. Take, so I'll have a gold. He'll, or I'll have a bishop and a silver. Now, assuming he takes this. And you know, my castle is sort of falling apart. However, let's do this. Start building some threat. So I guess, you know, maybe promotes up here. No, he can't promote up there because I just take. Okay. Well, that's fine. This... Don't know about that. Don't like it. I don't know if I'm giving up my piece. So... Yeah, I mean, it's rough. It's definitely rough. It's definitely rough. Yeah, okay. So I will gladly. I think I will gladly make that trade. Okay. Let's
So we're attacking. They're attacking. Their attack seems faster. My attack is awfully slow. But now I've got a knight. I've got a tricky knight. Okay. Now, I mean, it's. Let's see. I don't want to give up that knight, but I think I have to. Let's do this. Looking for angles. Looking for angles. Okay. So now, I mean, he can take that, but that would be slow. Let's get over here. Yeah, it's not looking good. Not looking good. Yeah, gold drop. I was just gonna say, yeah, gold drop. Let's make attacks. Let's see. You know, it's going to be over, obviously. There it is. Good game. Very good game. Let's get that analysis board there. So 2 games today. 2 games. Two thoughtful, relatively long games. 2 losses. I mean, that'll happen. That'll happen, especially for me. But that was fun. That was fun. It's that. So what's that position? Let's go to that spot. Where were we? So here we are. Even game. They make their move. What am I supposed to be thinking about? Even game, you know, I'm sente. So in the most minor terms possible, I'm ahead. Basically this is the same as the opening. What am I thinking of now? Pushing the pawns. Pushing the pawns. Of course. Of course. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. Start getting that attack on the king. Weakening up that area, maybe. Of course. Of course. Taking space. Of course. Okay. Okay. So let's continue. I moved my bishop. Whatever. It's slight inaccuracy. He moved his gold. Another slight inaccuracy, giving me back that advantage. I moved it back and it's fine. That came in. Okay, so it did hindsight is 50-50. I think I did say after the fact, maybe I should have done this. I didn't want to break up my castle. I didn't want to bring this over here. Oh, well, let's leaving this on for these are basically equivalent moves. With more depth, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I did it, and it's fine. He moved his pawn. I took what other options? The edge attack. Interesting. Okay, push. All right. It doesn't hate my edge attack idea. I mean, it's one of the moves. Not sure I'll ever understand 1-6 here. Other than just passing, but maybe just to take a square away from this bishop. I don't know. Okay. So let's continue. I dropped. Oh, so maybe the drop was early. Well, I mean, the whole idea was bad. The whole idea was bad because it was all predicated on trapping the silver, which this won't be the first time and it won't be the last time that I've forgotten that it's not actually trapped because there's the bishop also eyeing that. So there's that. He takes, and now I'm slightly down. Even game. And now the engine did say to push. So 6-5 pawn. 6-5 pawn. What's the meaning of this? Oh, because this is hanging. This is hanging. What is the line here? Take, and now I've got pressure brewing. But yeah, but exactly. What do you do to this? You give it up. You attack because their castle. Okay, maybe you attack because their castle is weaker. Okay, well that's something to think about. Okay, it's still the Gote advantage here. Okay, well those are ideas. Those are ideas. Now let's go back to the game and see what it thought here of my edge attack. So I made my edge attack, even game. Dropped the pawn on 9-3, slight mistake. Didn't want to drop that pawn on head as I did. Oh, it's continuing to look. Okay, so for this. Yeah. But what if he comes in with this? Oh, that's hanging. It's hanging. Yeah. Okay. So I am going to review this game, off stream. I don't like to waste everyone's time, with these longer reviews. Flagmaster Nemec, hey, your opponent here. That was a good game. Yeah, great game. Still reviewing it. Very tense. The thing that I'm looking over, that I've been looking over since the game ended, is to see looking for ideas in that middle game. looking for ideas in the middle game where we both sort of had our we had our positions somewhat solidified, and at that point I'm looking for moves. I'm looking for ideas. My main idea was to trap your silver. So I thought when I lured your silver up to 5/5. Let me go back to that actual position here. My thinking was to trap your. I say in quotes now trap, but it was in my mind it was a real trap that you take. I blitz out this edge attack, and to basically to get a pawn in hand. You take because it'd be too strong if I start moving up, I think. But do this, and or what did you dropped? You dropped here, yeah, and so my thinking was, okay, I've trapped the silver, but as the thing I was overlooking in all these lines, in effectively, I think, wasting my time thinking, is that it's not a trap, because this is also backed up by your bishop. So like that was a key misevaluation, like a misread by me. But even at that, even with that said, the game's still just an even game, and you started pulling away. Where was my next big? So the engine analysis, the Lee Shogi server side analysis is still waiting. You semi-calculated they would have time to get that pawn or retreat the bishop. Yeah. I mean, it certainly was correct. There were a couple moves in here where I thought you were a little slow. I'll be interesting to see where. So this I was expecting silver on here. So this pawn move is really cool. I was expecting silver. I was expecting silver 5/8. What is the problem that the engine sees with that? I mean, obviously I take, but you take and you get a that's it. That's it. That I get the promotion. Okay. Well, I mean, what about the 6/2 silver? Because I did that later. Oh, well, yeah, because I have the bishop. It's now a stronger threat. Or did I have it later? I'll have to look at that. We'll get there. So I didn't want to allow you to sacrifice the bishop for the rook to get it in hand. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense because I think even though I think you had great rook drops, I think I also did have some great bishop drops. So you're looking back, I think your evaluation was correct. And then my promoted gold in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Though what I was sort of against Oniguma, I didn't know if it might be strong for you to start. You get your rook drop, you take the knight, and you just start pushing. You drop something else. You just start pushing in. But maybe that's really slow, and I think in the end your analysis was correct. All right, so you where's 7/9 bishop? Where's 7/9 bishop? That wasn't 7/9. Oh, that the my move was 7/9 bishop. Okay, 2/4, and then I shuffled. So we're still even if it looks a little scary. I've got Oniguma, and there's not really much of a castle here. It's kind of it's sort of an oddball castle that I think is easy to break up. So maybe that's some of the thinking behind this evaluation. I don't know, but you did that. And then okay. So this was the first big mistake of the game. It allowed the trapping of the bishop, I suppose. Yeah, I'd say that's a trap. It allowed the trapping of the rook, I think. I was kind of hoping to give up the rook to relieve some pressure. Yeah, your opening was I assume you mean trash. Yeah, that's it was like your castle shape does, to my 3Q eyes looks a little sketchy there, but you had attacks coming in, and yeah, you don't know much theory shapes, especially not against central rook. Yeah, it's I don't know if that's a blessing or a curse where people don't know what to do against it, so they just start trying to play good moves rather than someone trying to play like theory and getting themselves trapped. Like people that don't know central rook are just trying to play good moves and then they make good moves. I don't know. So this happened. Then I give off a little pressure, and then I make this move. What is okay? The engine at least had it in its lines that it was looking at. Interesting that it likes taking that. I wonder why that is. Is that to? So what's the plan? It's not just another pawn draw. Okay, so. Oh yes. Oh yes. I wanted this pawn. But I didn't have one, so I guess I could have just taken one. Maybe it was silly to think that there's still some sort of potential in having that lance there. Interesting. Okay, so that happened. The gold moved over. I got the silver, the knight in hand, which I thought would be a tricky piece, and it would give me a chance. I also actually thought, because the way my brain sort of reads a bit is that, like, the gold in this position. In this position, I'm thinking, okay, I put the silver down, gold comes over, gold comes over and sets up the fork. Gold comes over, sets up the fork. So I take the knight and I get the fork. Well, of course not, because if I take the knight, then the gold takes the knight, and now there's no longer a fork. So it's like one of those misreadings where I'm not visualizing the board, quite so well. So that happened, got there, and engine, it's still not over. Like still like this game is still fine. I've got this great castle. I've got my pieces. I dropped the knight, which just fine. This comes in. What is that about? Is that just what is that about? Let's just for grins play through this line. Yeah, exactly. What is this? Oh, that comes with check. Okay, so forget that. Let's do this, and then I still have this pressure. Oh, okay, or maybe okay, and the castle's kind of in shambles. Okay, that's the kind of counterplay I guess I would need. Yeah, well, that's really fun. Anyway, that was a really good game. I'm gonna turn off the evaluation here, and 3 o'clock. The stream has been going for almost 2.5 hours. I don't know if I have time. For another full thinking game like that. Did someone follow? Oh, someone follow. Oh, you follow Flag National Dynamic. I don't know why I didn't have the thing come up, or maybe I just didn't. Maybe I missed the sound. I was concentrating. But thank you very much for the follow. And we're one follower away from hitting the goal, which will unlock the Menjo Certificate stream, where I'm going to order that 3Q certificate and open it up on stream and see how it looks, and maybe take some pictures and share them. But we're getting so close. I'm not so okay. So I don't have that much time left in this afternoon here, but this person just put up this is a mission. This is a sign. This person, Tatsufuji, I think I've played them. I have. Let's play them again. Hello, good luck. Is this rated or is this casual? I didn't look. Central Rook. Let's see. How do I tell? Casual standard. Okay. I don't know what this is, and I'm Sente. I will play my Central Rook. Anyway, nice to see some Lee Shogi streams. Good luck. Thank you again. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Fourth final Rook. Darn, the past 2 mornings I have reviewed this, and I cannot remember it. What do I? I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna. You get this out of here. I'm going to castle to my right. I'm going to castle to the right. When Sente, I almost never do this, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try this. Let's push that pawn. Let's push that pawn. Because I'm going to need it pushed anyway, since my castle is going to be over there. I don't want to attack yet. Let's just do this. Let's do this. Let's get our king. Let's get our king over. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to build my Elmo, which I love. I love building Elmo Castle. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. I'm going to move over. Actually, no. I'm going to start moving. Okay, there's no real risk right now of bishop. I can tell what the engine is going to say. The engine is going to say to do this, but I'm not going to do that. It's castle. It's castle. Let's see if I can build a. Come up here. I'm going to. Maybe I'm going to build a Mino. I'm going to build a left side Mino. For literally the first time I have ever in the 1,000+ games. Follower, we hit our follower goal. Thank you very much. I don't know who that was. There's Oro or Ruro. Thank you very much for the follow. You personally have unlocked this Menjo Certificate stream. So after this stream ends, I will place the order on using Shogi Wars or 81 Dojo, whichever. I think it's the same endpoint anyway. I'll place the order for my 3Q certificate, and then the waiting game begins, where we wait for it to ship out. I'm going to open it on stream. Really appreciate everybody just hanging out and following and going through all the Twitch stuff. This has been so fun. This has been so fun playing these games. And so I guess in honor of this, I'm already playing my first ever Mino, left side Mino in my life. I'm going to swing it back over to static Rook so I can build the full Mino. It might give up this pawn. Actually, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should exchange this pawn. He's not going to let me make full Mino. What do I do? So all this excitement has me now flustered. So what I am going to do is plan for this. I'm going to defend this. I'm going to defend this square. I'm going to defend this with my Rook. Bring this up. Start this ascent, or maybe even push and keep coming up. That's the plan. We'll see. Yeah, very very exciting, very exciting to hit this follower goal. They're just numbers. They're just numbers, but it's like we were talking about ratings the other day. It's just like I like seeing numbers go up. I can't help it. It's the stats nerd in me. Okay, so this is coming. Let's go here. Just open that space up. Open that space up. Now this head is getting the head of the bishop is a little it's a little open here, little open. There's nothing there's nothing here to prevent an eventual rook push, siege, whatever you would call it. Okay. So what do I want to do? I have the option of exchanging. So let's clear these arrows. Push, take, swing over. He drops. I don't like what I don't like is push, take. Maybe I do like that. Maybe I do like that. Maybe that gives me something that I want. Maybe I want to have that, and then I can make a silver crown. But I don't want to give up that pawn. I don't think I want to just give up that pawn. So in the meantime, well, I don't also want to give up this drop point. Keep an eye on drop points. What if I do this? What if I do this? There are no drop points for the bishop. No drop points for the bishop. Once that exchange happens, and I think it is going to happen. They've got a lot more time. Yeah, until next time. Yeah. Thanks again for that game. That was really fun. I think really instructive. Here we are. So this game now is a little different from that last one, where we're sort of near that midpoint. We're near that same midpoint, I think, move-wise, like move. But this one somehow to me feels like there are a lot more. There's a lot more spice, for lack of a better word. There's a lot more. Yeah. So if I push, take, drop behind, then it is trapped. Let's think about that again. 5-4, pawn 5-4, pawn takes, rook takes, pawn drop 5-5. Still have the silver and bishop. And the gold here. So I can't drop a pawn. Either can take. I can't take this pawn because I'll just or I'll be here. I can't take. I could take the gold, but then get the. I like. I think I like that. Wait, so pawn, take, drop behind, take the gold. Oh, if gold takes, if gold takes, then I don't have the gold drop here. Then I don't have the gold drop. Do I have a pawn drop? Do I have a pawn drop? Wait, what am I thinking? There's no gold drop here. There's no. Well, oh, that's if the rook takes. If the rook takes. So. All right. Well, I don't like that. So. Whew, I don't know what to do. I really don't know. Now it is that sort of spot. I'm just going to push this pawn. I'm just going to push this pawn. It locks this in a little more. It locks this bishop in a little more. It makes a move. This is this is weird here. This is this piece is semi stuck. Let's think about that. So how do we trap this? Push. Push. Take. This doesn't do anything. Yeah, I don't that's not so maybe I should so these are I think the moments that I sort of waste a lot of time. Maybe I think maybe I just need to stop. Take that idea that I had of trapping the silver. It looks like it's not good. My first thinking, my first line shows that it might not work out. Throw it away and stop thinking about it. Just otherwise I will continually come back to it. So let's move on. What other? So if he pushes, then I'm all right. Then I push. I think I'm welcoming this. I'm welcoming the chance to exchange. Well, actually, it wouldn't even be an exchange. That's not. He's not going to make that move because that's giving me the pawn. It's giving me the pawn. It's giving me the pressure. It's allowing me to move over if I choose. I don't think there's anything like that's coming. Okay. I don't know if he's going to make high Mino now. If he makes high Mino, so now that pawn drop. Take, gold. Is if there's the pawn drop behind, then I just take. And I don't think I'm trapped. I think I'm fine. This cannot move then because then, I take the head. So let's do that. Let's do that. 2 minutes and 14 seconds. All right, time is coming up. Yeah, 2 hours and 40 seconds. 2 hours 40 minutes so far the stream. I think I'm good on time. One thing I really want to do today, totally unrelated to shogi, I want to get some ice cream. I eat ice cream like people drink water. It's ridiculous. It's besides bubble tea, it's like my vice. Well, pizza is also a vice too. Pizza's also a vice. I want to say, but okay. I need to think. Now I need to think. I'm looking at take. No, clear that out. Take. No, take. Yeah, okay. Let's get this out of here. Let's get this back. Let's get this back where we wanted it. So I like it here. Still with the plan to swing over. Fine. Don't mind. Do not mind. That's what I want. Okay. Okay, so I'm making a little faster. Like that's, I think that move, I had to make that move. Okay, so here comes the fourth file attack. Let's see. Is it any threat? What do we have here? What do we have here? So let's see. Silver, take, pawn. Pawn's nothing. I come back, or even possibly exchange. But yeah, let's do that. Let's yeah. He doesn't have a silver in hand. Got to be careful of these. You're allowing for that silver fork. Take our, let's not waste time on these moves. So that anything that comes here gives me this. Let's look to be a little tricky. Okay, so we have 23 seconds here plus the 30-second BOE. Let's get a little tricky. Silver, pawn, take, nothing. There's nothing there. Okay. I think I don't. So what's the? Now, question, do I drop with the pawn? Do I drop the pawn? Where's he going to go? Where's he going to go with this rook? He's just going to take it back? Oh, I should have used more time. I should have used more time on that one. So a real question now. How much do I want to pursue this? And how do I go about it? How do I go about it? I'm a static rook player, no big deal. Yeah, I'm as a static rook player. How do I now convert this to some meaningful pressure? Like, I don't think I want to give up this pawn. I don't think I want to give up this pawn. So if I drop the pawn, he takes. Tare-fu. I don't know if that would technically be a tare-fu, but then I takes, and he's got drops. I think he's got drops. Not really, but he does have this drop where trade the gold for a token, where he gives his bishop, I give my gold, and he gets a token. As a central rook player, that's always appealing. Whether or not that's good, I don't know. What else? What else do we have? What other stuff is brewing here? Like, how do I get this bishop over? So like over here, I can do something crazy. What about this? So that's pawn drop. I don't, he doesn't want to, does not want to not take, I think. So we get a gold here. Oh, Jesus. What time? Oh, shoot. I didn't realize my 30 seconds. I'm talking and okay. Well, I kind of wanted that there. I think let's I mean, now I'm making now I'm attacking the bishop's head, which is, it does feel good. It does feel good to be the one doing this instead of being the person always receiving this or defending this. I like this. I mean, already I can tell, like, that push, that 3-5 pawn move, that one felt good. That one felt good. I don't know if it is good, but it definitely felt good. He's got a silver in hand. So, now we're in danger here. We're in Forkland, where now, I'll be moved off that static rook. I wonder now. So if let's say he forks right now, do I still take? And then he takes the rook, and I take the bishop. Okay. This doesn't feel right to me. This doesn't feel right. I'm thinking about this. I got to take. I don't have enough time to think that through. So there's that. So I've got 2 pawns in hand. I've got 2 in hand. How do I get a knight? How do I get a knight? How do I get, these guys are split. Pawn. How do I get this rook? How do I attack the rook and something else? I don't know, but I'm going to bring my knight in. I don't know. That feels bad because it's a now there's a point on my head. Yeah, that I just gave it, but that doesn't feel right. But it is time. It's close time. Do I want to do this? I think I want to do this. Oh, but this is too strong. This is too strong. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Okay. What's he going to do here? I think I need to take this first. I sort of, depending on what he does, I sort of like the idea of dropping a pawn here. That doesn't seem right. Let's drop that pawn. Let's drop that pawn again. So now where does he go? Here? I don't think that works. It's definitely building up pressure. Okay. Now here. So this is maybe the mistake I was waiting for. I should have taken more time. I would have considered the pawn as well. I don't think the pawn. I mean, I think this had to be the move. I don't really think there's much to say. I think this had to be the move. But by no means over. Oh, okay. take it. Let's leave it. Let's leave it silver. Just that's coming. Okay, so now if I drop the pawn and then I drop the pawn, rook, bishop. I don't love this. I don't love this, but like time is really sensitive right now. It would be nice to have a lance in hand. So if he comes back here and defends, I think I take the lance, and or if he comes up here, I think I take the knight. Okay. So threaten the rook. Threaten the rook. If he takes the knight, then I've got then I've got. Let's see. Take. He takes, and this silver is burned. I have. Okay. I'll maintain that pressure. Maintain that pressure on the rook. What I didn't like was the trades, and I started eyeing how many pieces each of us have, and it looked like he had a bunch of pieces, and I didn't want to give that. So I have a bishop, I have a horse, I have a rook, and then I have a silver, knight, and pawn in hand. Now, how do I convert this? Silver. I don't love that. I don't love it, but I'm not sure. Let's do this. Let's see. So I guess a silver drop maybe. I guess I could have just come up. I could have just come up here with the horse. This is still a thing. This is definitely still a thing. Okay. Good game. Good game. Thank you for the game. Yeah, unfortunate. I think like our last game, I had a previous game at Tatsu Fuji 58, and if I'm not mistaken, we were also it was one of these games where the time got him. The time got him in a tough spot, and it was understandable. It's hard, and like we were talking yesterday, the Lee Shogi doesn't necessarily, especially by default, does not necessarily like really chime you in on the time. GG, well played. Really fun, really fun. Unfortunate again about the time. Yeah, that was a really fun game. I'm glad at least that I was able to get the third game in here and have it at least not be kind of controlled by crazy blunders. Although there was that the critical mistake was lining up the rook and the bishop there. Vado Sente was playing ranging rook, so he did castle on the other side. Just got a wiser king on the left and rook on the right. This was a special. This was a special. This was one of my my special. Oh, that was you. That was you, Sam Dom? Oh my goodness. I didn't realize that. You say you're new? What? Wait. Did we have this conversation already? I apologize. It's the old man brain here that I sometimes forget things. But if this was you, wow. Because you said, yeah, great game, super fun game. What happened in the opening was, so I did my central rook versus ranging. He went into fourth file rook, which like I think I mentioned. I am very this repertoire, for lack of a better word, that I've built for myself, is very light against fourth file. I almost estimating again that I've played like 1,000 games. Let's say if they played 1,000 games of Shogi in my life, fourth file rook, I almost wonder if I can count them on two hands. Like, I have played so few fourth file rook games, so I'm always at a loss. And the past 2 days, I've been looking, because someone played fourth file against me over the board on Tuesday, and then I ran into maybe it was Tatsufuji from our first game the other day, and so I've played fourth file at least twice in the past week, and I thought, let me revisit these lines and make up for some missing holes in my Lee Shogi study, and so if I am remembering this approach, this is a really strange one that I went through, where it seemed to make sense to go over to the left when playing Sente versus that fourth file rook. I go into central, so I'm sort of locked into central immediately, and then the fourth file comes over, and then I'm like, okay, let me move over. And as this was happening, I started thinking, okay, well, let me make a left side Mino. I've seen people make left side Mino. Let me do left. This will be the first time I've done left side Mino or whatever it is. Because if I'm going left, I usually make Elmo or Anaguma. But regardless, I also saw the opportunity to swing back over to static rook by virtue of going. I don't know if you saw, but like by virtue of taking my rook up to defend this pawn was here to defend the square and potentially swing over behind my pawn. So I thought it would be kind of like a two in one of being able to do some things that I've been wanting to do in the past, like build a left side Mino and get to static rook. So killed two birds with one stone. And I am, as I said during the game, I am not going to lie. Being the person to make the attack on the bishop's head is much nicer than being the person who's always receiving that pressure on the head of the bishop. So, like, I love central rook, and like that game yesterday or whenever it was, when I have the central rook attack and I'm all giddy because I love it so much. I'm rethinking my life a little bit. Because putting that pressure on the head of the bishop is good. What is that movie? Wall Street? Greed is good. Like, putting the pawn on the head of the bishop is good. And then later putting the pawn on the head of the knight, that also feels good. So, like, I'm thinking there might be a little more static rook in store for me, especially if I'm Gote. I think I'm gonna think about sticking over to static rook. You say your time management, yeah, like both of our games now have ended this way, where I think you're a little behind and then you lose on time. I was saying on stream that it's tough. It's like, especially on Lee Shogi default settings. I don't know what you have, but like, it does not make it obvious that you're about to lose. And as I was talking about yesterday, like on Lee Shogi, whenever I lose on time, like more than not, I'm surprised that I lost on time, because it's just, it's not the vocal countdown, it's not the Nekobano clock of the beep 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 where it's clear. And then that silver drop destroyed me. That was as soon as you made it, it's like it's like, that's the kind of hole I was looking for, like that little mistake where, I definitely understand why you wanted to defend that bishop, but yeah, like that's tough. I've been the recipient. I have been to the point where now that shape of bishop next to a rook. I don't know if this is. I don't. I'd love to hear from a better player. But like when you talk about bad shape, like in Go, there's bad shape, and to a lesser extent, I guess Shogi still has some of this concept. But like in my brain, rook next to bishop is just burned in as bad shape because I have received that fork, that silver drop fork so many times. So it's like branded in my brain that, like, not to make that I think to a fault. It's branded where don't do it. Like, even if it looks good, I'm thinking like, don't do it. You will regret this. But yeah, that was tough. I think, what was coming if you didn't cover that, I was going to be dropping the pawn, which wouldn't be, destruction by any means. It was just I was just planning to apply more pressure to that bishop so that I could do this, the pawn push and get my rook up there for the knight, because you had also exposed a potential fork with your gold and silver being, here and here. But anyway, yeah, fun game. It's really cool. And how long have you been playing? How long? Because the way you've been talking in chat, like you don't feel confident in anything. At least that's my perception of how you're saying it. I don't know, like you sure fooled me. 2 months. But you're a chess player? There are a couple people who had just started but were chess players. Are you another? You're another, or did we already? Again, I apologize if this is deja vu and my brain isn't accommodating it. But yeah, you played chess before. Yeah, so one of those. I'm a broken record. All these chess players. They're coming onto my lawn and they're like beating me up and making me feel bad about myself. Where it's like, this person just started playing shogi and they're already beating me. Like, what's going on? And it's those chess skills, boy. I was talking about this with people after our club meeting. This is maybe going back a couple months ago. I was speculating that I played my best shogi. So there was before I started streaming and trying to get really consistent with my online play, there would be weeks that would go by where the only play that I would do would be Sunday and Tuesday over the board. So I would not play, I would do a little bit of study, but I would not play at all over the board, or I would not play at all online. Because like I've said before, I don't love playing online, but it's growing on me and the streaming has definitely helped. But I noticed that I was not playing online shogi, but I was doing tons of chess tactics. I love chess puzzles too. I love chess puzzles. I love the geometry of chess. I love, the dynamicism of the pieces in chess. So I love doing chess puzzles. Addicted to Lichess Puzzle Storm. Love that, where you start at easy quest problems and just keep going up. So I noticed that, wow, like I haven't played shogi in a week or, in at least a few days, but man, I'm playing in my mind, I'm thinking I'm playing well. Like, what is it? Is it just because I'm doing all these chess problems? So like I was hypothesizing that's the case. And I wonder, I'm still wondering if that helped, because like chess players just have these great skills. I've been calling them intangibles as well. Like it didn't help you in this case, but like, clock management, not blundering, not leaving pieces hanging, having full board vision, just all these playing solid, not being crazy erratic, all these intangibles that chess players have that I'm slowly building. It feels like a huge advantage. And yeah, and I don't want to just keep going on about my journeys, my shogi journey through chess players, but it's been interesting, frustrating, mind blowing. Yeah, you definitely think chess calculations help in shogi, and I think I think the shogi, I think vice versa too. Because sort of the thing happened to me. I was playing, although I've stopped in 2024 so far, because I really want to focus on shogi a little more. I stopped going to the chess over the board club, but when I was doing a lot of sume and playing a lot of shogi, I was playing like my chess game was sharp. That's the time when I drew that 1900. That's the time when I beat the 1500 USCF, which I guess is somewhat similar to FIDE if you're familiar. I don't know. I don't know much about that. But anyway, Alexi, you have a study here. Let me open that back up. I only have a short amount of time before I've got to cut out, but let me copy this in. What is this? Did I copy properly here? Is this the it's from this game. Excellent. Where are we here? How did we get here? Oh, this is the long variation. Okay. Okay. So we get up here. Wait, when you say this shape wasn't good, the four. White achieves Sabaki for his rook and threatens to exploit the position of the rook in gold with 3-9 silver. Yeah. I later I saw that. Later I was trying to keep that in mind, and I was expecting it to come. Definitely, like that's one of those. When I'm on the other side and I get that silver, I almost mindlessly drop that make that fork. Yes, but. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking it would be okay though, but yeah, this looks rough. This looks very rough. So what did I do to allow that? What did Sente here? What did Sente, my position, what did I do to open that up? Yeah. That's nasty. I'm not feeling good about that position. So what did I do? What did I do here? It's that I was so afraid of the bishop drop on 4-9. I was so that's why I moved. I think I talked it through that move that gold 4-8. I was so afraid. Huh. Why didn't I see this? Why didn't I see that? Oh, I was afraid, and maybe this is dumb. I was afraid then of the bishop drop. Once the bishop trade came in, I was afraid of the bishop drop here on 2-8. But is that too nervous? Is that too worried about nothing? I guess at that point things will have happened and I'll have drops of my own. Like maybe I was thinking this is another one of those cases where me moving my silver and a bishop drop happening, and then the bishop drop coming on 2-8, that has bitten me. That's bitten me so bad. Okay, it's too far in the future. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. It's good to see it because I get burned when I get burned by a particular sort of drop. It makes this scar tissue in my brain. And so I get really timid around it. I get really timid about not allowing it. But in this case, it was just too far. It was just, it probably wasn't even going to happen. So I worried over nothing. Okay, that helps. That really helps. And this looks so much better. This slight difference looks so much better to my eyes. But you would have pushed the pawn. Can you? So that stops the silver from advancing. So you're okay with me giving up the ability to take my rook over? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. I guess if I don't give that, if I don't push that pawn to 3-6, then I can't swing that rook over to the second file anyway, because the silver will be occupying 3-5, and I'm in this weird, I feel like a little cramped here, or with this gold, way out. Okay, this now, to my dumb eyes, this looks much worse than that other position you put up, where the pawn has prevented that. Interesting. Shogi is so difficult, so subtle. Okay, this does. I was just about to draw that arrow. I was just about to draw that arrow from 5-4 to 3-4. Yeah. Oh, nice. That looks so much better. Oh, that's really, really nice. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, exactly, Sam Dom. Yeah, the positions you get in shogi are so fascinating. It's so. Yeah, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I feel, for me, my age, my brain, my everything. There's never going to be a time. There's never going to be a time that I'll be able to stop learning in shogi, and if what people say is true and what my experience has been is true, as the improvement comes, the game just gets more fascinating. So it's what a great game. What a great game. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking your time and showing this, Alexi. So appreciative. Because, like I've said before, in these positions, even in that middle game, it's tough. It's very it's that's the middle game muddle where I'm having trouble building ideas or deciding between two moves. Like in this case, I was protecting against a drop on 4-9 that wasn't that didn't come, but that I could have defended just same thing better by leaving my gold and moving the silver up to 4-8 and just not worrying about the 2-8 drop. So good. Oh man. So do you play in Alexi? Do you play in like the WSL? I apologize if I'm speaking to like the European champion. I don't know people's usernames very well, or I apologize if my ignorance here is in any way like insulting or whatever. I know there are some incredibly strong European players that that I live vicariously through in the European videos. Oh, you're not at liberty to answer at all. Sorry. That's fine. That is totally fine. But I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Like these are the answers. These are the answers that I do not that I will not get from the engine. So when I review these games and I'm trying to think of the next move I make, and then I come up to it, and then I have the turn on the engine, and it'll show me what you showed me, but like it won't tell me why. So I'm left to kind of like from first principles try to guess at what why something is good or why something is bad. But meanwhile, like this is so clear. Awesome. Well, anyway, it's you've been teaching for 30 years. You've been teaching for 30 years shogi? Whoa. Well, wow. Yeah, maybe I will make a concerted effort to try to be better about the handicap thing. Because if it's a better way to learn, my goals, as I said before, my goal is mostly to enjoy the game, enjoy the camaraderie of playing with people and all that, everything that shogi has to offer. So that's my main goal. It's not necessarily to find the most efficient way to get better, but like I want to get better. And if the best way to get better is to play some of these handicap games, and my only hang up is that like I don't like it as much, maybe all it'll take is a little more effort, and maybe I will find it like just like I said, shogi, you learn more and you enjoy it more. Maybe this will help. Yeah. Well, you've said this before. I don't know if you've been on the stream when I was talking about one of my first playing opponents over the board, an 8-year-old child from Japan, and he has a coach, and he's like Shodan or Tudan or whatever over in Japan, and he's 8 years old, and his coach also a big believer in handicap games. It's the tradition. Almost everyone says it. But like, yeah, so I'm trying, and I will continue to try. This is so helpful though. Just thank you and everyone. And so it's a little over 4:00 p.m. here, in the afternoon here in California. I need to go get pick up some food for me and my wife, and like I said, I need to get some ice cream. I've been talking a lot. Cool the vocal cords or whatever with some ice cream and just enjoy. I've had so much fun today. These games, the ones I lost, this last one, it's been so fun. The games have been fun. The chatting has been fun. This is these studies, these 2 studies you've done now, Alexi, are illuminating. Like I can't even begin to describe. So thankful. Oh, and we also hit that follower goal, which I never in my wildest dreams thought would even hit that. So that's exciting. And as I'm eating the ice cream, I'm going to order that Menjo certificate. So hopefully it comes, it comes soon. Thanks again, Samdamo9. Great game. Have a great night, and everyone else, have a great morning, night, afternoon, everything. Hope to see you soon. Tomorrow's Friday. I imagine I'm going to play a bunch of those blitz games on Shogi Wars, and we'll see. Again, appreciate everyone and everything again. It's been so fun. I can't wait already for the next time. And thank you. See you later. Bye.